More troubles piled up for the president as Internal Revenue took issue with his tax returns.
Let me just say this, and I want to say this to the television audience. I made my mistakes, but in all of my years of public life, I have never profited from public. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I can say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
The public saw the president's moods fluctuating wildly as charges piled upon charges. The impeachment drive gained momentum, and Richard Nixon continued to protest, deny, and defend.
I condemn any attempts to cover up in this case, no matter who is involved. We must maintain the integrity of the White House. And that integrity must be real, not transparent. There can be no whitewash at the White House. What really hurts in matters of this sort is not the fact that they occur, because overzealous people in campaigns do things that are wrong. What really hurts is if you try to cover it up. If I were to make public these tapes, containing as they do blunt and candid remarks on many different subjects, the confidentiality of the office of the president would always be suspect from now on. Those are matters in which the president has a responsibility to defend this office, which I shall continue to do. I am not going to do anything, and I am not going to give up to any demand that I believe would weaken the presidency of the United States. I will not participate in the destruction of the office of the President of the United States while I am in this office.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, while your headliners are finishing up their sound check back there, would you please welcome, put your hands together, take them apart, put them together again real fast, do that a few times, for your warm-up act here, all the way from Pastoral Lafayette, California. All the way from Pastoral Lafayette, California. Its name is Stevie Coyle. Give him a warm welcome here in a city which shall remain nameless, but its initials are Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. Well, thank you, Bob Stentorian. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. It's a great pleasure to see you. It's a great pleasure to be here. It's a great pleasure to be having a gig, first of all. That's remarkably, and especially on such hallowed ground. This spot is destined to go down in history as historical, sort of like the Stonehenge scene in Spinal Tap, as a testament to tragic miscommunication, registered trademark. I wish you could see what I can see from here. Over here we've got a place called Fantasy Island. I think it must be a tiki bar, and it's really popular because there's a stream of people out the door. They're all men. I wonder if it's a men-only sort of tiki bar. And over here we've got a place called the Delaware Valley Crematorium. And I don't know if that's a dairy sort of place, you know, a dairy processing sort of place. Crematorium makes me think dairy thoughts. Might be barbecue, because I do see smoke curling up out of the chimney. And but they're not doing the same business that Fantasy Island over here is doing, the tiki bar. They're streaming out the door, if you'll pardon the expression. And they should take a marketing lesson from the tiki bar over here. It's one-stop shopping right here, folks. It's one-stop shopping. It's a real wonderland. Well, welcome to the webcast. We're webcasting this week, of course, from an undisclosed location on the East Coast. And housekeeping details, I think you know most of them. Tipping is welcome, of course. But if you got a few extra bucks to spare, you could slide them this way. Or you could send them to John Ossoff in Georgia. Boy, could he use a few extra bucks. So one way or the other, you can't go wrong. Time off in purgatory either way. If sharing a few simoleons is not in your stars this week, then by all means, do just consider sharing this webcast. Do say hello. Let us know where you're webbing in from, and whether or not the sounds are going to be going with a slightly different and stripped down sort of technical arrangement this week. So do let me know if you can hear things okay. How are our levels, Ducky? Are the levels looking good? They're good, huh? How about that? Folks, you came all the way with me to an undisclosed location near the East Coast. Hand please for my own dear Miss Valerie May. There you go. All right. A quick comment on that video that we started off with. As the story goes, as the man said, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So, the quote in there that really chilled me to the bone, I hope it was a misspokenness on his part, was the integrity must be real and not transparent. What the hell does that mean? What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to play some music. Well, let's do that, shall we? I haven't even tuned up yet. We've had a busy, busy day. The Halloween decorations just went back into storage, and so it'll take me just a second to tune up here. Why don't you tune up too? This first one is going to be, I don't even know what key it's going to be in. I think we'll do this in the key of G. If you have any questions or comments, do type them in there. Miss Valerie will send them on over promptly, I'm sure. Questions or comments, Ducky? What are you snickering at?
Gordon Garb.
Oh, really?
Sod bless America, rake America great.
Yes. Thank you, Gordon. Sod bless America, which would not have the same meaning in England as it does here. Or rake America great again. You bet. All those forests out there in California. Wee, Muggsy, absolutely. Wee! Well, this first one you may know, excuse me, pardon me. The first one you may know from the Byrds. A lot of people know this from the Byrds, the B-Y-R-D-S. I know it. It's a Merle Travis song. Arden, it's Merle Travis time. Arden's a fan, I know that. And this is Merle's favorite. This is Merle Travis's favorite. Now, a lot of people call what I'm about to do Travis picking, and I'm going to get as close as I can to what Merle did, but what a lot of people call Travis picking, I would call pattern picking. And this won't be kind of patterny. There's a moment of guitar nerdery here, if you'll indulge me. This will be alternating bass, but intentional notes up top instead of just what happens to be there in the pattern. Just wanted to make that distinction. Yes, I did. And don't do what I'm doing. Don't tune down to a note. Always tune up to the note. Like that one. Okay, let old Muggsy in here. Muggsy's going to sing along. Muggsy's our kitty. From 1924 originally. Muggsy was driving the van that got us out here, and he wants to see the show too. Can you be good boy? I am a pilgrim and a stranger, traveling through this wearisome land, and And I got a home in that yonder city, good Lord, and it's not, good Lordy, and it's not made by hand. I've got a mother, a sister and a brother who have gone this way before, and I am determined to go and see them, good Lord, over on that other shore. As I go down to that river of Jordan, just to bathe my worried soul, if I could but touch just the hem of his garment, good Lord, I believe it would make me whole. I am a pilgrim and a stranger traveling through this wearisome land. I got a home in that yonder city, good Lord, and it's not, good Lordy, and it's not made by hand. Now when I'm dead, children, laying in my coffin, all of my friends all gather round. They can say he's just laying there sleeping, good Lord, sweet peace, good Lordy, sweet peace, his soul is found. Everybody, I am a pilgrim and a stranger traveling through this wearisome land, and I got a home in that yonder city, good Lord, and it's not, good Lordy, and it's not made by hand. One more chorus. I am a pilgrim, sing, and a stranger traveling through this wearisome land, and I've got a home in that yonder city, good Lord, and it's not, good Lordy, and it's not made by hand. Thank you, Muggsy. That was lovely. Right on the downbeat. Well, thank you very much. Wait for that ovation to die down just a little bit. There it is. It died down. Were there any requests? Any instrumentals in particular? I was thinking of something. I know what I'll do. Here's one that I'm looking forward to getting back to playing guitar with the act that's right behind me here that will be featured in just a few minutes, sometime in December. These guys are going to play. In Glenn's backyard is the word I have. It's the Quitters. There they are. Hi, fellers. There they are. They play pretty good, I must say. They're all right. And they're going to play sometime in December. A live show all together. Singing is encouraged. I'm not gonna, but you can. Chorus. Slide one more time. Did you sing along? Good. All right. A question over here. Salt Flat Rhapsody, sure. That's an old fave. About my adopted hometown of Salinas, California. It usually gets a laugh, so I'll just wait for that. There's a Motel 6 in Salinas, California. There's not a Four Seasons. Also in the key of A. So let me pitch this elsewhere. Let's try it here. Let's try it at 4, see how it sounds. It sounds slightly different wherever you capo the thing, so let's see what flavor this gives us. A little bit mandolin. Never for again. Oh, yeah. 4 is a little high, it's a little tinkly, it's a little music box, it's a little odd up there, I suppose. Now we know. Thank you for joining me on that little experiment. Well, you know, our show tonight is sponsored by a defense attorney. And these days, who couldn't use a good defense attorney, particularly somewhere around January 20th, maybe in the early evening of January 20th. So if you know anybody that could use a defense attorney, Ducky, can we roll that film we've got? Take it away.
I had a good job until my boss accused me of stealing. I better call Saul.
I was out partying, minding my own business.
You are under arrest.
I'd better call Saul.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent. And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque.
Better call Saul. Better call Saul.
In case you know anyone that could use a good defense lawyer, call Saul. Well, here's one by Paul Crisman. You may not know that you know who Paul Crisman is, but you know who Paul Crisman is. He's Woody Paul, king of the cowboy fiddlers, from a wonderful cowboy band called Riders in the Sky. And he was very kind to the band I used to be with when we forgot to pay him a whole bunch of royalties. We just didn't know how to do it. And because he wasn't registered with the usual agencies, Harry Fox, to drop no names. And I wrote to him and I said, you know, I think we forgot to pay you royalties on this recording we made of your wonderful song. That song was Compadres. This one is not. Compadres and the Old Sierra Madre, great song. Wonderful, wonderful song. This one is different. Well, we forgot to pay him for that one, and he wrote back, if email can be in character, he was in character. He wrote back and said, well, partner, you know, things is pretty good here at the ranch, so don't you worry at all. If you send the money when you can, because things is pretty good out here at the ranch. There's ice in the ice box, and the light bulb in there still works too, so you just take your time. What a gracious man. That was great. Golly. Here's another one I don't know exactly what key to do it in, and I've never done it before. This is a revered tradition of me and Glenn Houston of the Quitters, playing songs that we don't know. We just have heard and are going to give it a stab. So bombs away, kids. We'll see how it goes. Maybe that good old key of C, the people's key of C. That's right. Blue, blue bonnet lady, why are you so sad and all alone? Blue, blue bonnet lady, do you need a shoulder to lean upon? I'm just a lonesome Lone Star cowboy, and I'm needing someone to. So blue, blue bonnet lady, come with me and you won't be blue. Blue, blue bonnet lady, I'll bet you're sweeter than the rose of San Antone. Blue, blue bonnet lady, a pretty Texas flower shouldn't be so all alone. I'm just a lonesome Lone Star cowboy, and I'm needing someone to. Might be you. Blue, blue bonnet lady, come with me and you won't be blue. Come on, wipe that Texas teardrop from your eye. Blue, blue bonnet lady, things are gonna be much better by and by, for I'm just a lonesome Lone Star cowboy. I need a girl like you, yes I do. Blue, blue bonnet lady, come with me and you won't No, you won't come with me, and you won't be blue with me. Come with me, and you won't be blue. I think it's a keeper. What do you think, Glenn? Should we do that one? Let's do that when we get together. Glenn and I are the Quitters. Those guys back there. And we're going to do a show live in December sometime. Glenn's letting his shoulder heal up. He just had a big hypodermic of stuff squirted into his shoulder. But it's better than surgery, I'm told. So we're waiting for that to heal up, and he's going to be fine in no time. We're going to put on a show. I'm going to be back online here. I want to tell you about some stuff that's just quite remarkable. I don't know how it happened. Bill Kirchen is a pal of mine. He turned me on to, he said, I know where there's this Wayne Henderson guitar for sale. You want to see if you can sell it? That one sold. Then, a couple of days later, a buddy of mine called up and sent, a student of mine, pal, emailed me a photograph of Wayne Henderson Dreadnought and said, here's my holy grail. Do you know where any of these are? I happen to know where another one was. That one sold. Now I've got, in my hot little hands, an OM41 from Wayne Henderson. Wayne Henderson, if you don't know him, he's the guy that was the subject of the book Clapton's Guitar. And he's a remarkable builder out of a little teeny town in southern Virginia, south central Virginia, called Rugby. And I had the distinct pleasure of spending an afternoon there once. And sure enough, there he was, per his reputation, carving a guitar neck by whittling it with a penknife. And I don't think he was doing it just for show. He was just talking and enjoying the company. There were several people around playing his guitars and digging the vibe there. And he was carving a neck with a penknife. Fantastic, utterly fantastic guitars. If you know anyone that would like to own a Wayne Henderson OM41, have them get in touch. And stay tuned. Don't stay tuned between now and Friday. But on Friday, shortly after noon, probably around 12:45, around 12:45 on Friday on this here station, I'm going to be previewing that guitar as well as a guitar by the Breedlove Company that was owned by Chuck McCabe, a wonderful, wonderful man. Chuck has gone on now. A wonderful singer-songwriter. It was his guitar, barely touched. The Tree mahogany. The back and sides are made of The Tree, capital T, capital T. The Tree is this enormous mutant, really, truly, hugely mutant. You can't believe pictures of the photographs of this thing. It was huge, a mahogany tree in Honduras. They said, boy, we got to chop that thing down because it's going to fall on somebody and kill somebody. They chopped it down, and it fell the wrong direction. It went down the hill, way down a gully, and they couldn't get to it for a long time. So finally, I think the way they solved the situation was they built a mill down there, chopped it up, and sent the boards up, and it is incredibly ornate and beautiful. It is a fantastically beautiful guitar. The back and sides of The Tree are revered, not only because they're spectacularly gorgeous, but because they sound great. Guitar nerds, join me for just a moment, won't you? They sound kind of halfway between really fine rosewood and really fine mahogany. Elements of both. Some of the ring and sustain and overtones of Brazilian rosewood, but some of that dry crispness. All of these terms that don't apply to sound at all. Dry and crisp, warm. Everybody likes warm, but I don't know what it means. Does warm mean hot? Does it mean kind of warm and not hot? Anyway, this guitar sits sonically, I think, between those two, and to beat the band. It's got a redwood top, so it's got a whole different set of overtones. I'll be previewing those two guitars at 12:45 on this station and on the Mighty Fine Guitars page as well. And I should mention, I run a shop called Mighty Fine Guitars. Stop on by, won't you? It's there's a web presence and everything. They've got the internet on computer now. It's a lot easier to use, so stop by Mighty Fine Guitars, take a look around. There's new stuff going up there all the time. Whole batch of things going up tomorrow, actually, including the Wayne Henderson OM41 and the Chuck McCabe The Tree Breedlove guitar, built by not just anybody at Breedlove. They were all fine builders. Jason Bowerman built this one. Holy smokes, fantastic guitar. And I think those are the two that I have to preview for you this Friday. So stop in, won't you? I'll play out with something just real quick and easy. Just a little tune, a wee tune. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, all.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Make love with a guitar if you should meet her, sweet senorita. Romance with a guitar, and when you find her, the strings will bind her. Make love with a guitar, always the right time, daylight or night time. Ah, she'll not withstand it, and as I planned it, she'll say, I love you. On my guitar, I strike a chord like this, it always brings a kiss I never miss. Speaking of love, you can go very far, no matter who you are, if you play a guitar, if you play a guitar. I always get a kiss, I never miss. You can go very far, no matter who you are, if you play a guitar. Make love with a guitar, always the right time, daylight or night time. Oh, she'll not withstand it, and as I play